or Igbo that as we speak. And here is what they said their president has for all of you. With your Igbophobia too. Maybe you should watch this.
On behalf of President John Dramani Mahama, we welcome the Minister of State from the Federal Republic of Nigeria in charge of Foreign Affairs to Ghana. We have just concluded a very successful bilateral discussion on the recent disturbances which have sought to undermine the cordial and friendly relations that has existed between our two countries historically. The Honorable Minister for Foreign Affairs of Nigeria has conveyed a message from President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, which message will also be delivered to his brother, President John Dramani Mahama. And it is a message of peace, it is a message of love, it is a message that reiterates the inseparable bond of friendship and brotherhood between our two countries. As we have agreed, the video that went viral, which incensed Ghanaians legitimately, we were all outraged when we saw that video. That video has been condemned by our counterparts from Nigeria. They have reprimanded the gentleman. He has been asked not to engage in such statements and such commentary. As you do know, I had met him earlier, and he was very contrite in the meeting, has apologized. He's issued a public statement apologizing to President Mahama, to the government and people of Ghana. And based on his conduct, he has demonstrated good faith that he's really, upon reflection, apologetic and will not tread that path any longer. It is also important to emphasize that we have agreed that we will deepen our community-to-community engagements. We are conscious of our history, that even though we have a historical background with a lot of ethnic groups having the same heritage and antecedents. We do know, for example, that the Ewe people migrated together with Nigerians, sojourned in Ile-Ife, and continue to the Gold Coast. The Gans have a similar story. So we have very interesting anthropological antecedents, which shows that we are one people. But regardless of that, there have been times in our history where we have had skirmishes. You remember the Aliens Compliance Order, we saw a number of so-called... It is also important to emphasize that we have agreed that we will deepen our community-to-community engagements. We are conscious of our history, that even though we have a historical background with a lot of ethnic groups having the same heritage and antecedents. You do know, for example, that the Ewe people migrated together with Nigerians, sojourned in Ile-Ife, and continue to the Gold Coast. The Gans have a similar story. So we have very interesting anthropological antecedents, which shows that we are one people. But regardless of that, there have been times in our history where we have had skirmishes. You remember the Aliens Compliance Order, we saw a number of so-called foreigners being removed from Ghana. And then you also recall Ghana Must Go in 1983, where over 1 million Ghanaians were forced out of Nigeria. So we are conscious of that history, which should guide all of us, that if these things are not managed well, it could take us back to certain dark occurrences in our history. That is why we have been demonstrating a lot of maturity and asking that we douse the flames, we show compassion, we should remember that we are one people. Let's always remember that Ghana, as the headquarters of Pan-Africanism, what Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, the founder of our country, taught us is that we should ignore artificial boundaries. We are one people. And let us always remember that there is a bigger goal, a bigger Pan-African agenda where we want to form an all-united states of Africa.
Like I said before, I came and I saw with my own two eyes that there were not tires burning on the streets and people with placards everywhere urging Nigerians to be deported. And it speaks to how the government of President John Mahama was able to rise to the occasion. President Mahama and President Bola Ahmed Tinubu are like brothers. Of course, Nigerians were in a very festive mood during the inauguration ceremony of President Mahama. Our president was here and for the occasion, and he gave a very, very impassioned speech, which speaks to the special bond that exists between these two gentlemen, and by extension, the bonds that exist between Ghanaians and Nigerians. So the message, in short, would be that there is no cause for alarm. The situation is being handled quite effectively. We will continue with our stakeholder engagement. We have met some of the dramatis personae, the people who are in the melt of this crisis. We will continue to meet people, stakeholders across all segments to ensure that the ways and means to continue to douse tensions, to continue to ensure that this is not a situation that repeats itself.
Mm-hmm. So Bianca was there to help douse the tension. So meaning, as bad as Call Luis, there are still people who have his ears to let him know that it is cooking or it is brewing or Nigerians could get or come under serious attacks in Ghana. And there are people who are actually sponsoring that. It is not spontaneous. It is not. So I pray that work. Just like I saw another first lady. She was the Biafran first lady, by the way. And here is another one. Soludo's wife has taken after Kolu's wife. Rat. She has a farm. Now she's harvesting tomato. Anambra people. Here's your first lady.
See how beautiful. Get your seeds and have your own backyard garden. Emma, from this, a family where just one line of this. I want any business with tomato nafia. I'm telling you. And don't enjoy joy. You know, the joy in them when harvesting this. It's what I was saying now. By tomorrow, you see red ones again. We'll launch it. We'll launch our farmers market. And I hear one more things. Tomatoes, vegetables, nchangwa. Very cheap. Cucumber. Oh, wow.
So you are encouraged to have your own greenhouse and grow some vegetables. But that used to be a thing. Well, today people are even building houses. You will see all these fine houses. Yeah. And there's no one greenery anywhere. No tree, no nothing. They say, this mansion, that mansion. I look at them, I'm like, where are the trees? Yeah. When I was growing up, in front of our house in Odogbolu, we planted okra. I just have to come out and pluck few. We planted ewedu. We had bitter leaf. We had, I'm trying to remember so many of them. We had lemongrass. That one is simply just when you feel feverish or you have a fever or typhoid or something. So you go out there, you cut that. We had, is efirin called moringa? Which one is moringa again? Because we call it efirin in Ijebu. So the entire front of the house, we had another one we called the ewe lakpa. You remember that one, right? So we had another one, ewe sandpaper. If you get all these rashes, they will go and grab away sandpaper, like sandpaper. Now leave no sandpaper, all that place away. And they will just put in some ewuro and all of that stuff. At the side of our house, we had all this cocoyam. Yeah, cocoyams, water yams, yam on the side. When you go to the back of our house, you're going to get a pawpaw. You see pawpaw. And we didn't have compound like that. So it was just side of the house, front of the house, side of the house. There are those who had their own compound that have, they had bananas, like plantain, planted bananas, oranges, name it. Apart from those trees providing fruits, fresh fruits, they also provide a very good ecosystem, like shade that helps you to conserve energy, something like that. But we don't have much of that anymore right now. Everybody just wants to build everywhere they can see, every land, everywhere. So yeah, Anambra First Lady, well done. Rat also has a farm. The difference is that we saw rats that planted, what do you call it? She planted tomato. Only for her to go and harvest ugu 3 weeks later. That's why we didn't trust her. I didn't see Soludom's wife's, the fresher when she started planting. So I wouldn't know what she planted, but we also what she harvested. It was rats that planted the tomato right before her very eyes. So, madam, na tomato you dey plant? Say na tomato. 3 weeks later, they posted a picture where she harvested ugu. Say, how can somebody plant tomato and harvest ugu? Nigeria, the abracadabra. So I will probably leave that behind. On our way, we checked on Abia, and somebody actually posted a video, by the way. Again, showing to us what Alex Otti is doing in Abia. And again, I'll keep reminding you, if you have been following their politics in Abia State in the last 24 years, before the last 2, you understand why an average Abian will be so elated seeing a real, tangible, and quality project in their lifetime. It is like a miracle. If you are from where, somewhere else like where they kind of do this regularly.
Dr. Alex Chomoti and your American Chomanda Lequano Manoco Bridge. Lequano Bridge Bicono. Lequano Bridge Jehovah Kelly Keloa. Lequano Bridge of Manoco Bicono. Just 2 years. Dr. Alex Chomoti, Ugwaro Kibo. Mazim Beke Okabogoma Woke the Beautiful Okon Condinium Chomanda Abia State Mwaro Kibo Jagamba Oko Hogologo Oludaburoha Lekwanu Bridge Bikono lekwenu Julius Berger standard. Oh, na ngore Alex Ihoma de ma wo. Ayo. Ingori odo wo. Ayo. Ingori odo wo. Ayo. Abia tobo ko nwe no to. Ogini ihe na de moto a. Chineke gozie Dr. Alex Chioma Oti. Ugwaro Kigbo. Ya gaziere gị nna m more grace. Ndewo bekee.
Chikuzie. So like I said, that is the state where the state governors, one of the projects of Ekweazu, as the governor of governor of Abia State, was his, and he's very proud of it too, was his healthcare, maternity healthcare program. If you were a pregnant woman in Abia State under Ekweazu and you put to bed, Ekweazu will give you 500 naira. Don't ask me for what. It is the state government's policy to pay so that they can support the mother. According to him, in case if the mother is not kind of like producing milk that first day, they can use the 500 naira to buy a camel for the baby. That's not how he put it, because that's what I think it can actually buy. They said to take care of the mother. It's just a gift. It's a gift. It went on national TV to actually defend that. Some people loved it. They loved it. It was that terrible. Governance in that place was like horrible before these guys. So when you see them see real projects started and ongoing, and they're like, that's a real one. Oh, it's a breach. You can look at it and say, why are they happy about this? You have no idea. Last 24 years, half of Nigerian states, they were just pure piggy banks for those who were opportune to rule them. Abia is one of them. So I'll leave all of you to that, okay? Let's go to bed. I'm not tired not to talk, but I always take advantage of us not so busy to leave early. And tonight is like one of them. I'm going to see you tomorrow, right? Join us during the brunch time. And that's another time where you can indeed phone in, say something that you've always wanted to say. As we are signing out tonight, please like the broadcast, share it, subscribe to my channel, and of course, join me again, like I said, okay? Enjoy the rest of your night. Sorry about that. So I've got something blinking it there, okay? Sorry about that. So good night, everyone. From Mayegun.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara yìí. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Mayegun máa wí. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Mayegun dayari politico. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì
Máyégún ti dé.
àní ẹ̀ súnra kì
Máyégún ti dé.
lórí Facebook
Máyégún ti dé.
àní ẹ̀ súnra kì
Máyégún ti dé.
lórí YouTube
Máyégún ti dé.
àní ẹ̀ súnra kì
Máyégún ti dé.
wọ́n bàbá gbé wúrẹ́
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀ súnra kì
Máyégún ti dé.
ijó ìgbádìyẹ
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀ súnra kì
Máyégún ti dé.
pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀ súnra kì
Máyégún ti dé.
kí gómìnà kówó jẹ
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀ súnra kì
Máyégún ti dé.
ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀ súnra kì
Máyégún ti dé.
aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀ súnra kì
Máyégún ti dé.
òwúrọ̀ olóṣèlú
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀ súnra kì
Máyégún ti dé.
ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì
Máyégún ti dé.
àní ẹ̀ súnra kì
Máyégún ti dé.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o àyè.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
ha kì máa yí ṣeré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀ kì máa yí ṣeré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀ ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀bọ̀lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti dọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà àìsíwọ̀lú ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàmù. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì.